Hi guys, it's Jacob from Stringbuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being the music journalism site, links are in the description down below. And we have a brand new song review for you today, and it's the latest track by Blink-182, and that's 6-8. So I'm going to refer to the original article as I usually do for these videos, so I hope you enjoy. So I always find it very funny to see a group so proud of themselves for writing a track in another time signature. I mean, Blink-182 even announced this onto their Facebook page, they were that proud of it. Especially as a prog fan myself, like prog fans and in general, when we struggle to even find a prog artist who can write a track even in common time anyway. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange thing to state and be so proud of. Nonetheless, this is yet another track from this upcoming deluxe edition of Blink-182's album California, an album I have to keep reiterating as I am reviewing every single one of these deluxe tracks. Was not good, I didn't like it at all. However, these deluxe tracks actually seem to be much more of an improvement in comparison to that album, and Misery in particular probably being the best track the group has released with Skiba at the helms thus far. So shall we see what I thought of this brand new track? Well, yet again, I actually think this song should have been on the original California cut, since it is of a much higher quality and is much more punky too. The rest of that album isn't punky at all. This is probably the punkiest track we've heard from them with Skiba. It carries the modern punk tropes of these frenetic double foot pedal drum beats, crazy guitar stabbing and strumming, and even throwing in some dirty vocals as well by Skiba. I didn't expect to hear that from, but I like it. I want to hear more of it. Now, it's still not perfect. In fact, it's far from being perfect. It only scrapes really being slightly above average, in my opinion, because it is still incredibly poorly produced. Mark still sounds like an over-edited robot, in my opinion. There are still no vintage Blink riffs or phrases at all, and the track is still cheesy as heck. I appreciate what they tried to do with the time signature change, and go for it. Try and improve your musicality. Even though the melody of the track still meant that everything was in 4/4, which you can tell if you clap the syllabic rhythm, but at least they tried. When it comes to the production of this track, if you've been following the site or the channel for a little while now, you'll already know what I'm pretty much going to say in this little section. The cymbals are over-compressed, Mark's vocals are too gated and too clean, as well as being obviously pitch corrected in the post-production. Skiba sounds too clean for me as well, even though he's supplying dirtier, scream-orientated vocals. The bass is literally just a flavorless layer at the bottom of the track with no tone to it at all. And the track has just been put through what I like to call a chart pop filter. However, the guitar sounds much better this time around. I guess that's an improvement, choosing a thinner treble infused timbre which utilizes the overdrive just a little bit better than the entirety of the previous album. So all in all, the production cycle is still quite bad, really bad to be honest. But there is an aspect which I found enjoyable, and again is a step in the right direction. Musicality wise, the track is at least a little more exploratory and modern than the majority of the California album. I liked how they tried to incorporate a different time signature onto the guitar and drums. I liked Skiba's backing screams and vocals. I liked the chorus hook. I thought the clean tones in the bridge sounded great on the guitar, and I thought Travis put in yet another excellent drumming performance. But the song suffers from not having that significant or memorable moment like many other earlier Blink tracks did have. I hate comparing Skiba to Tom because they're two completely different artists in my opinions, but Tom wouldn't be so afraid to write like little simple riffs so that there is an instrumental melody in there so that people can really instantly recognize the track just from the instrumentals alone. Also, I think Skiba is being told or rather pushed into sounding like Tom. He has his own great voice, as I keep reiterating, and we heard that here with the dirtier vocals, but even though the strumming might be a little more punky, as I've already mentioned, it just doesn't have the character of Tom's jangly riffs. Lyrically, the track is still immensely cheesy and a little immature as well, in that sense that it does sound like middle-aged men trying to write a song for teenagers, and I think they need to try and incorporate some better themes and personal themes into the future about what they're going through now, instead of more talking about teenagehood and stuff, because it sounds a bit cheesy at this point. So all in all, the track is heavily flawed, but it's yet another improvement from that low which was the California album. I think fans will enjoy this deluxe version of the album. I think it is a big improvement. So I gave it a G rating of 5.5 out of 10, which just barely scrapes an above average rating. So if you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.